Morning, children. So, in the last class, we have completed it about the Great Indian Desert, and now it's a time for us to learn about the Southern Plateau. Okay, so now we are going to learn about the Southern Plateau. So, what do you mean by a plateau? Yeah, out of the different kinds of landforms, we know mountains are the highest ones. Yes, then comes the hills, right? And then comes a plateau, huh? And then comes a plains, and then comes a the oceans, seas and all, isn't it? Yes. So mountains are the highest or the tallest physical features. It has a conical top, right? Pinnacle. Hills are small mountains. That's it. Okay, and they also have a cone-shaped top, and this is what a plateau is. Okay, so plateaus are raised landforms or high landforms, but lower than a hill, and yes, it has a flat top. Okay, they usually have a flat tops, and usually we can find the hills at both the sides of these plateaus. Okay, so plateaus are nothing else but a high landforms with a flat top on that. Okay, now we have a very big plateau region in India, especially in the southern region of India, and that is what we call the Southern Plateau. Okay, so this Southern Plateau is actually in the shape of a triangle. Okay, so if we consider this as a southern region of India, a representative map, this land area in the southern region that lies in this triangular shape is actually a plateau, right? So we know the southern India is actually a peninsular region because it's a land area which has got the water bodies on three sides, isn't it? We have a Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Ocean at the south. And that land itself is a triangular shape, and within that we can find this a southern plateau in this particular shape of a triangle, right? And it's surrounded by this particular triangular shaped plateau region in the southern India is surrounded by a range of hills. In fact, we can say there are some other regions also which is actually a part of this plateau region in India. We know, forget this for a while. So we have already seen that the Great Indian Desert lies here, isn't it? This is the Great Indian Desert, or the Thar Desert we call it, isn't it? Yes. And at the the eastern side of it, there is a range of mountains known as the Araville Mountains. Which marks actually the eastern boundary of the Thar Desert. And below that actually we have the Vindhya Satpura ranges. Okay, so these are the Vindhya Satpura ranges. Right? So right from this Araville ranges onwards, we have the plateau region actually. Just below the northern plains, we know northern plains lies here, and to the west of that is the Great Indian Desert, and below that the region that we have almost in the triangular shape is what we call the Great Southern Plateau, right? Um, it is surrounded by hills actually. It's surrounded by a lot of hills. We know Vindhya Satpura mountains are here, and on the eastern side we have a broken chain of mountains. We call that the Eastern Ghats. Okay, the Eastern Ghats actually are on the eastern, coastal side of India, and on here, the west, we have a continuous range of mountains and hills, not mountains, and that is called the Western Ghats. Right? So, the Southern Plateau region actually lies in between, or the three sides, Vindhya Satpura on the north, then Eastern Ghats on the east, and the Western Ghats on the west. So this triangular shaped land region, which is actually a plateau, is located in between these three hill ranges. Then we have a large number of famous hills are there. For example, Papikondalu, Nallamala Forest, those hill regions that we have in Andhra Pradesh actually belongs to this one. Then the land beyond that, especially in the regions of Rayalaseema, isn't it? Yes, that actually comes as a part of this plateau region, right? Then, so the height of this plateau region, the Deccan Plateau is not evenly, raised. It is oddly raised. It means it varies in its height from place to place. At an average, we can say the height of this southern plateau ranges from 600 meters to 900 meters above, sea level. So sea level is the base from which, from where we measure the height of a landform or the altitude of a place, isn't it? Yes. When we check with that, the height of this southern plateau ranges from 600 meters to 900 meters. At some places, it's even more than 900 meters, but average is something around 900 to 600 meters, right? Then we have heard about Narmada river valley, isn't it? There is a river called the Narmada, which actually flows in this region, and it joins the Arabian Sea near Gujarat. So this river actually, divides the entire plateau region in India, right? It divides, the plateau region in India into two parts. So the regions above that, up to Narmada Valley from the Araville Mountains, this region is known as the Central Highlands, right? So from the Araville Mountains up to Narmada Valley, the regions are known as the Central Highlands, and below that is called as the Southern Plateau, right? So in the Central Highlands, we have two major plateaus, right? So there are two major plateaus that are there in the Central Highlands. So here in this region, we have the first one, and the northeastern side, we have the second one. So the first one is known as a Malwa Plateau. The second one is called Chota Nagpur Plateau. Right? There are two major plateaus that are a part of the Central Highlands. They are the Malwa Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau actually ends in Bihar. Okay, Bihar, then Jharkhand. Those regions actually come under Chota Nagpur Plateau region. It's very famous for the mineral deposits that we have over there. Chota Nagpur Plateau is very famous for an immense amount of mineral deposits, right? So the Malwa Plateau actually lies in between the Vindhya and the Satpura range, and on the eastern side of Satpura range, there we have the Malwa Plateau, right? Malwa Plateau region, this particular region is actually rich with black soil. So, in the northwestern side of southern plateau, the southern plateau is also known as a Deccan Plateau. Okay, so this major plateau region is also known as a Deccan Plateau. So, this Malwa Plateau region and the northwestern part of the southern plateau region or the Deccan Plateau region has rich black soil over there. So this black soil actually is formed out of lava. So what do you mean by lava? Yeah, we know when the volcanoes erupt, a lot of magma, lava, all these kinds of things come out, right? So this particular soil that we find in the Malwa Plateau region and the northwestern part of southern plateau region are actually formed because of a volcanic eruption, right? Because of a volcanic eruption. So there was somewhere here in this region a big volcano which erupted so many years ago. Okay, the magma that was under there that has come out, that have flown into all these regions, settled, and then they got changed into this very fertile soil. Right? So, this is very suitable for a large number of crops like cotton, chili, sugarcane, etc. Okay? So, but the problem is that we need irrigation facilities over there because plateaus are highlands, isn't it? Plateaus are highlands and rivers are mostly found in the valleys, the lowlands, isn't it? Yes. So, we need a good amount of irrigation to be done so that the fertility of this soil can be well utilized. Okay, so the regions or the states which actually come under this plateau region include Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. Which are the states? Gujarat. Yeah, we have Gujarat here. Then we have Maharashtra. No? Then have Madhya Pradesh. We have Malwa Plateau in Madhya Pradesh. Then Odisha, border part. Then we have Kerala, Karnataka. Then Tamil Nadu. Above that we have Andhra Pradesh. And beside that we have Telangana. Okay. All these regions are there in the southern plateau region, and as the plateau regions start just below the Araville Mountains, some part of Rajasthan also is there in this region. Okay. Now, this particular river Narmada, which splits this southern plateau region into two, the northern part is known as the Northern Highlands and the bottom part is known as the southern plateau, right? So the regions around this Narmada Valley, then this Chota Nagpur region is very famous for so many mineral deposits. Not just that, there's a southern region also, southern plateau also. Kolar gold mines, one of the most important and vastly used gold mine in India, which is known as Kolar Gold Fields, that actually lies in Karnataka, belongs to this particular region, where the southern plateau region. Then we have another place near the Narmada Valley, which is known as Panna. Okay, Panna is a very famous mining region for gemstones like diamonds. Then Chota Nagpur region, which actually belongs to Bihar region, it has a very vast deposit of mineral wealth over there. We can find iron and steel there. Okay. Then coal mines are there in Chota Nagpur region. Then manganese, mica, bauxite. Okay. So iron and steel, coal, manganese, mica, all these kinds of minerals are available in the Chota Nagpur region of the plateau regions of India. Then